Mm. It's a little bright. Oops, too dark. Need to play music in the background. Wrong way. Is it worth recording on that yet? Probably not. Oh, looks like 2 people have turned up. Well, I apologise, I'm streaming again, but you know, it's a clear night, what can you do? Hello to the 2 people who have turned up. Ah, they're back again. I have no idea, Ollie. Half the time I have no idea what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm not sure what was going on there. Microphone wasn't working, camera wasn't working, and tried restarting the computer and that didn't work. And then I just went and unplugged the USB port and plugged it back in again. And the microphone started working, but not the camera. So then I just started unplugging things and plugging things in randomly, and then the camera started working again. So I have no idea what that was about. Oh, here comes a bus. Shaking the planet around, something terrible. So I assume that the sky is not clear where you are, Ollie. Otherwise you would be streaming yourself, I imagine. I will try and do, oh hang on, let's record capture. How long is that? 60 seconds, that's hopeless. 4 minutes. Maybe we'll go a bit longer. Maybe a little bit longer. No, that's 4 minutes 50. 05. I'm sat on a train to Geelong currently, but it's looking pretty cloudy anyway. Are you coming back from work? I mean, it's 6:30 at night, man. Let's start. I'm just amazed that it's clear again. So I couldn't resist. I think Jason texted me and said I'm going to be live streaming again, and he would have a look if it wasn't too late, but it's after 1 AM. I think it's 1:30 AM for him. I imagine he is well asleep by now. 2-hour trip. Oh my god, 2 hours on the train. I mean, it's fine if you're a train enthusiast, but not so good if you're not. Wow, that's a long time. It's a 2-hour trip, so it's 4 hours each way. You kind of got to get up and go to work before you get home, don't you? At least you're only working some days, eh? So other days you're working from home, so then it's like a 20-second trip to your office. I'm guessing. What I need to do is playing some music in the background or something, because otherwise it's just the sound of my voice yabbering on. 2-hour door to door. Well, okay, 1.5 on the train, and then, right, okay, yeah, that's a lot. I can see why you work from home a fair bit. It would be terrible. I know I think when I was training, I would spend anywhere between 2 to 3 hours getting to and from work. Both ways that was. But yeah, that's not much fun. Saturn's a bit fuzzy. It's not as clear yet, but it's still not that high. It's new window. Where are we? Let's have a look at Telescopius and see where it is. It's a police helicopter going overhead. Fly around here all the time. Must be a dodgy neighbourhood. Where is Telescopius? Too many items. Frack, you're back. And Simon. Well, yeah, I know. You've seen the title. It says, what? Not another imaging session. Well, you see, clear nights have been so rare that I've just got to make the most of it, really. Do whatever I can to spend some time imaging. Otherwise it gets a bit depressing. Looking at grey skies all the time. Have either of you guys got anything clear up there in your direction? Just going to see how high Saturn is. Yeah, I am. I'm spamming. They'll probably cut me off. You know you can always delete me. So where are we? Where is Saturn currently? We are 8:30, so it's now 47 degrees. So it's not too bad. I'm actually recording. I'm going to do a slightly longer recording this time, because I think the longer I recorded last night, the better I got, because at least like Saturn you can get away with it, whereas you clear but still daylight, of course, because you're 4 hours behind, aren't you? So it's 4:30. Did you get your before you mention it? No, I haven't updated Optron Commander. I keep forgetting. Have you you were doing your filter offsets? You were planning to do that the other night, were you? Did you get that done? And here it is, old Commander, old Ioptron Commander. If yes, I will get round to it when I remember. Actually, I probably won't. I will keep forgetting. Maybe I should go and download it now, and that way it'll be sitting there Optron Commander. Yes, filter offset's done and dusted, but then the clouds rolled in. Oh, that's a shame. Because you want to test it out. And I will have to do my... so it was updated. Yes, very recent update. Commander. Okay, at least I'm downloading them now. But I won't update it. Maybe I'll update it at the end of the live stream. Oh no, nothing but storms, Rick. Yeah, we've had plenty of that. And we're just getting a kind spell with the weather at the moment. I wasn't going to risk putting on the 4x teleview. I think I just don't have enough light for that. I have, however, discovered that the filter wheel, the 1.2, that has the 1.25 inch filters, comes with a little connector that you can screw into the filter wheel, and then you can put a planetary camera in, which I didn't realise that I had until I saw a post somewhere, somebody saying, how do I connect my camera to my filter wheel? And they said that this thing came in the box. So I went and had a look in the box, and there it is. So next time I might actually try and put this into the camera into mono mode and have a go with the filters, in which case I will have to do those filter offsets, because I can't waste time moving between filters. Just going to have a look outside for a second. No sign of Jupiter yet, still a fair way off. I'm sure Ollie will tell you, but he told me that he's on the train coming back from work. So obviously streaming through the phone. Not sure if that focus is that good. Let's just see if I can adjust that a little bit better. It's hard to know. I'm going to slow down my frames a little bit and just reduce that. Oh, too much. It's really sensitive. Just bring down that gain a bit. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's as clear tonight. I was hoping it would be, or clearer, but I'm not sure it's that clear. And there is a moon here somewhere. Let me just change the size on this and boost up the gain. There's a moon down there. Oh, there's a couple more there again. I think they just go around that far out. Yep. Is there another one? No. Fiddling around with the brightness a bit. It's a little chilly. It's not, you know, people who are really in cold climates would probably laugh at us here in Auckland, but it gets a bit cold at night. We're not used to it. And I'm sitting out here in the observatory, so it's not exactly closed off from the elements. Let's just move that, make it a little bit bigger. I think Chuck was doing a live stream at some stage today, I think, of imaging. I saw him advertising that. I don't know if anybody checked that out. Oh, I'm back on RAW 8 again. Yeah, right. God, I keep forgetting to change that. Thank you for reminding me. I'm going to find out, maybe, is there a way for you can save your settings? I've never actually tried it, but can you save your settings down here, do you know? So that they come up automatically, because I have to keep putting in adjusting. Yes, Commander RAW 8. That's right, keep me on my toes. Yeah, is there a way of saving the sort of these settings here so they come up every time? Does anybody know? Oh, save as up here, is this? Save as? Save as. Capture profiles, that must be it. Okay, let's try this Saturn. And I have no idea where it's going to go, but here we go. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Yeah, because you learn everything every day. Every day is learn something new. Let's move this out in the middle. I kind of need some way on live stream to. Is there a way whether you can invite people to talk as well? Because it's funny when you're sitting there by yourself chatting away to words coming up on the screen. It's almost like it'd be nice to have a more of a real conversation, but I don't know if that's possible. Okay, let's start another capture. For what it's worth. But I don't think it's quite yet as clear as it was last night, but then last night I was imaging quite high. So is that Gandalf or Grand Elf? Actually, maybe one time. Actually, what I should do is I should do a. I should get Grand Elf to come and do a live stream sometime instead. Probably be far more interesting than me. Look at my face. Best it be disguised. Ah, Chris, is that Chris waiting? Waiting, Chris. You're in Auckland, are you? So if I'm making use of the clear skies, you must be as well, are you? Because yeah, Chris, we've got to make the most of these because we haven't had many clear nights. So definitely got to get out and make the most of them. So you imaging tonight? Imaging deep sky target or planets or anything? Ah, nice. The sprayer, is that which sprayer is that? Is that like the 120 or the 100 or what's the other one? 150? Is it? 100. Nice. Yeah, I love my Skywatcher 120. I mean, they're not the cheapest telescopes in the world, but man, I do like it. It's such a flat field, and you get sport with stars out to the corners, all nice and round. Not something I get, unfortunately, with my Red Cat, and actually not with this one either. Yeah, Simon Esprit 120. Yeah, they're great. I do have to work out with this Med 10-inch because there must be. I mean, it's the ACF one, so it's supposed to have good stars out to the corners, as far as I know. But I'm not at the moment. I'm getting stars that are a bit wonky, right in the very corners, and I'm not sure. I've got to try and work out something to do with the spacing, because it is frustrating when you get a nice field of view and you got to crop it in to get rid of these terrible stars. I am almost tempted to part with the Red Cat and look for something else. Oh, really? Okay. Oh, I should bear that in mind. I do. That's the one thing I don't like about the Esprits, the Esprit 120. And I don't know if it's the same, Chris, for you or the 100, but their dew shield is. It's fine, but it doesn't grip. It slides back. And I know it's got a little tightening screw on that, but you tighten that, and you still later on you find out the whole thing's just slid all the way back again. So I've actually got bits of Velcro just stuck so that the dew shield can't fall back. Reflections also. Okay, I shall have a look at that, because I probably do have a bit of problems with reflection, because across the road I have a street light, a bright street light, and it shines right down into the observatory. And at some stage I might try, I mean it's pretty hard to get council necessarily to do anything, but I might try, and here comes the bus, I might try and get them to put a little shield on them, because you can put a shield on them. If you write it and say, oh, the light's shining in our bedroom, we can't sleep. Okay, oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, I don't know why it's like that, because I've seen lots of other brands of telescope that may not even be as expensive as the Skywatchers, and they have dew shields that beautifully slide out and then just stop. But they've made these with some sort of unnecessarily big gap. So I don't know why they've done that. I'm just going to bring that up a bit, and then bring down the gain a little bit. Yeah, they need to work on that. It seems like Skywatcher does the odd funny thing, because they make really good stuff, but then you hear people, like, I've never had a Skywatcher mount, but I hear everybody talks about the flimsy knob that's there, then you have to replace that and it breaks and all this kind of stuff, and it's kind of like they they do the optics really well, and when it comes to finishing off on the Esprit, they were just like, oh, we just whack this dew shield on. I didn't really quite think about it properly. But that's all right. There's ways around it, and it's a minor hassle for the fact that you get a really nice image with the telescope, that's for sure. Let's bump that up and bring the gain down a bit further, because I want to try and minimize that graininess. Yeah, okay. Just one layer of tape. Alright. Well, the Velcro thing is working, so but I will consider actually about flocking the inside then, to try and reduce any reflections. Yeah, that's very true, Chris. I think that they go all into the making the mechanics of everything very good, the optics of everything very good, and then when it comes to the little bits attached to it, they sort of go a bit. I don't quite think about them properly. This is not quite as, I don't think it is as clear tonight. Alright, at the moment I'm shooting with a Meade 10-inch SCT. So it's the LX200, it's the ACF, so it's got the corrector plate on the front. It's supposed to, not so you don't have coma. And then I got the focuser I got is the Asato robotic focuser, the 2-inch one, and then a sort of crappy Barlow, basically, going into that. Although, as I said the other night, I've got a Teleview 2x coming, and then the camera's a QHY 462C. So no, not that I know of. I don't think she takes the mickey out of me. Actually, she's very kind, because she I got delivered a little cup of ice cream with some stuff on it, and every now and again a cup of tea comes out. So no, she's very, very kind and generous. And very supportive of my obsession with astrophotography, so which is good. Yep, definitely a keeper. Definitely a keeper. In fact, she's very tolerant of my hobbies, because before I got to the astrophotography, I was doing Christmas lights, and we used to have a big Christmas display all synchronized to music, and we used to open up our property to anybody and everybody who wanted to turn up and come in and watch the lights and everything, which is kind of weird, because normally quite, you have your property or whatever like that, and like we're fenced, we've got a gate and everything, and most of the time it's like keep everybody out, and then suddenly around Christmas it's like, oh, anybody can just come in and wander around the property. That was fun, but that was a lot of work, and it got a bit too much after a while. But and this is quite nice now, because then I don't have to worry about a whole lot of other people. Okay, Ollie, enjoy your dinner, or shall I call you Arnie if you'll be back. But the Christmas lights thing was fun. That was a lot of fun, and we used to get hundreds to thousands of people turning up and coming and enjoying them. So that was good, but then it just got too big for one person, mainly me, setting it up and pulling it down. You get all the stray cats. We don't get the stray cats because they don't come into the they don't come in through the gate and everything. I just get my stray cat coming in every now and again. Amazingly enough, though, when I've been imaging out with the with one of the telescopes on the CM120 on the driveway, a cat comes around, but she does not touch the mount at all, which is really good. Thank goodness. And I noticed that because I think when Chuck has shown his videos of overnight, he's he shows us all sorts of wildlife coming through his telescope setup, and they never seem to hit anything. He has rabbits and all sorts of things coming through, so they're obviously very considerate. Yeah, raccoons. Yeah, he's had a few raccoons go through, but they never seem to touch the mount or do anything to it. So they must have respect for the art of astro. I'll do another quick capture, I just don't think it's anywhere near as clear as last night. Unfortunately, with Jupiter tonight, there's nothing too interesting. Oh, well, there is a transition. What is it? A moon going across the surface. A transit going on. It's probably Io again. It seems to be Io that's always going past. I'll have a look. What's happening now? Io is going right across now. Oh, don't touch that. Oh, they jump on the laptop, yeah. Yeah, that could be an issue. That could definitely be a problem. Yeah, so Jupiter is not high enough for me to image, and Io, I think it's Io, let me just have a look. Yeah, Io currently is smack in the middle of Jupiter, and unfortunately by the time it gets high enough, I think, for me to image it, no, actually I might be able to get it with Io just off to the side. Well, yes, no, I haven't. No, manually focus. I haven't actually tried autofocus with this. In fact, I'm not even sure how you do it. Well, can you do autofocus? How do you do autofocus? Oh, there's contrast edge detection for planets and lunar. Oh, okay. Where's that? But you said it's not that easy. Is that right? So I've got my focusing connection here. Is it in a setting up here under a tool or something? Where are we? Top. Oh, top. Up the top. Oh, top over here or tool? Oh, tools. Focus assistant. There we go. Contrast edge detection. Oh. So what happens? Okay. Talk me through it, boss. What do I have to do? It's good to learn something new. You can never get to work. Oh, okay. That's a slight worry. So where do you, oh, I see there's in, out. Do I have to, what do you do? Move your image a little. Oh, okay. All right. With old Ioptron Commander. Okay, it moved a little. Oh, when you said move a little, yeah, move thing. No, that's wrong. Okay. Move your face. Hang on. See, this is where vocally talking would be good, because I'm a bit slow at picking up there. Move your face. My face. Move my face out of the way. Gotcha. Okay, I'm with you now. I'm with you. Okay, let's, I'll turn myself off for the moment. Okay, alright, I have moved my face. So now down here, so just what, move it in and out a bit, you mean? Like go a little bit in and out of focus? Oh, can't do it while the bus is going past. So do I just move it a little bit in and out of focus? I'll push out and out and see what happens. Nope. Oh, hang on, something happened there. Current focus position, yes. And then on your Saturn, draw a box. I shall draw a box. Oh, I've got a box up here. Is there a box here? No. Ah. Aha. Oh, look at that. There is a box. Yes. Okay. Alright. And go in and out. Okay, so we'll go in 1,000. Current focus position. Okay, so is that the fact that it's red telling me to go the other way? No, to the left. Okay, so it is telling me to go, so it's telling me to go in then. Yeah? Scan. Oh. What do I do with scan? In, out. Oh, up here. Oh, in. Oh, I see. Oh no, that's manual focus. Okay. Oh, yeah, here. So, okay, it's doing something. Something's happening. It's working. Okay, so it is. Will it find focus by itself? Or will it just keep moving in? Okay, it's doing something. Bloody frustrating. Typing. I'm not fast. Fair enough. Should I stop it? It seems to keep moving in. Where have we gone to? I think I should click options. Oh, options. I've clicked options. Scan step size, yes. I've done that. And I never knew this. Yes, I didn't know this either. And then it will do a U-curve. Doesn't look like much of a curve, does it, at the moment? So do I have to go the other way, do you think? What focuser? It is the Astrophotography robotic focuser, so it does go in thousands of steps. But this seems to be jumping. So 264,600. If you have a Saturday, then your step size will be in thousands. So up here, max. So step size. And I put that in. Increase my steps. So the maximum step count. That's it here. You reckon? It's this one here. I put in like 1,000. I guess. Maybe. Oops. Don't run away. Oh, it went to 100. Does it not like 1,000? Oh, don't let me do 100. Oh no, 1,000. There we go. Now we're talking. Maximum step count. Ooh, that might be too many. I don't know. 6. Okay, maybe I should stop and start again. I'm not sure where I am on the focus now. Reset and try again. Good idea. So I shall reset. Okay. And so, what's it doing? I'm not sure how far off focus I am. Shall I try going out this time, maybe? I'll try going out. Oh, hang on. I see something happening. Something's going on. Okay, so if I stop and go in, and then do I go in, so if I go in and get more red the other way, it's working. How many steps should I, oh, leave it. Okay. Okay. Sorry. I stuffed it. Okay, keep going. Let's keep going. I should not have been so impatient. Okay, so now it's going the other way. No, it's coming back up. It's going up. It's going up. And now it's coming down again. Now does it go back? So am I. Now it's going down. Oh. I think I might have run out of steps, actually. If you look at the top left image, it tells you progress. If you look at the top left of the image, it tells you the progress. Oh, up here somewhere. I was looking down below. So does this suggest that this is the focus point down here, the bottom of the U? Yeah, it is a bit like playing Mario Brothers, you're right. So if I put here, I kind of need to go, do I need to go back the other way and then the bottom of the U will be focus? Maybe? Maybe I'll go in. I'll try in. Shall I reset? I'll reset and I'll go in this time. Let's try this now. Because I think I ran into a bit of a limit. I think. No, it's not as easy as Nina. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Oh, look, I've got a line. This is looking positive. Focus scan complete. What does that mean? So what have I got? I have to wait. A bus is coming past again. See progress at the top of set, and yes, focus scan is complete up here, and it's given me this line, which doesn't look quite like a U. Okay, I need green triangles. Okay, so we'll reset and we'll go in again. It only seems to go opposite way if you send in then try out. Okay, I can do that. We'll go in for a bit and then I'll go have it going out. Focus and progress step 6 is 6. Oh, I need to do more steps, don't I? Options. I said how many steps? No, that's not enough. Let's go 12. Okay, let's go. That's why it's stopping, because I changed it to 6. No. Oh well, this is a bit of fun. Not sure if Jupiter's looking, Saturn's looking at flash up there. I might have to put it back into the edge there. It's wandering out. Let's come back down into the box. Maybe try best focus by eye, then use contrast here to teach you. Maybe too much out of focus by now. Yeah, you are probably right. Okay, let's stop this. Let's take the edge detection off again. Let's go out of here. Oh, it's way out of focus. Okay. I'm going to go in a couple of thousand steps. Now, I'm going to try and work out which way I'm supposed to go. I'll reset it and I'll come... No, that's going out of focus. Okay, we're going the other way now. Alright, coming back into focus here. So should I stop there, do you think, maybe? And then, oh, I've got green things going on. Oh, that's because I'm doing this. I haven't... So, let's bring this down here like this. Okay, so... start now, do you think, maybe? Oh, it thinks I'm still going, does it? Oh, I'm so confused. Reset. Okay, let me just have a look at where we were here. Okay, let us try. I'm actually going to go in a bit. Okay, stop. Reset. And let's go out. Okay, let's try this. See if we can get something green. I gathered that wasn't a kiss. Okay, here we go. I got green. Is that good? Oh, it's going back. It's going back up. Where's my curve? It's working. And then hopefully at the end it will give me a curve. Maybe I started to... What I'm guessing, this is what it's saying is my focus point. Maybe. Okay, there's a line there. 11 of 12. Okay, so best focus is here, which is 264595. 264595. Okie doke. 264595. 264. What was it? 264595. Okay. Ah, yes, then you can follow the line. Oh, this is very clever. Okay, and then I might go in steps of 500. And in theory, it should be it. Oh, it should move by itself to that position. Oh, okay. Oh, sorry, hang on. Messages coming in from... Oh dear. Okay, might just, that'll be why the helicopter was flying over. So that in theory should be my focus position. Let's have a look. How does it look? Well, it's kind of around where I was-ish. I might just do it visually. Actually, I might just lock the door to the observatory because I've just had a text from my wife saying that the police are flying around looking for someone of interest on the North Shore. So, so I don't end up, where are we? Video capture, and I'm back. Yes, I don't know what it says. A person of interest, which is always a worry. Oh, that was cool. Learning about that focus thing. So that did seem to do something, but I'll just go in and out visually. 264595. No, that is worse. It's come out. See, that's, I think to my eye that's getting better, and I'm out of it. Yeah, that's getting better. I'm not sure. You're right about whether it works that well or not, because I think that put it out of focus. Yeah, that's way more in focus to my eye. Oh, maybe I'll just stick with my eye. But it was fun. Thank you for showing me that. Maybe it'll be I try it again sometime and see. I mean, I might be doing the steps too big, for example. Maybe I need to make them a bit smaller and have a lot more movements, because maybe it's doing too big a jumps. But I'll look at it. I'll have a look. There's all sorts of things in these programs. I have no idea that they even exist. But thank you for showing me that. And on that note, I'm going to take another capture. I did use. Have you, Simon? Have you used fire capture much, or has anybody been using fire capture? I did at the very beginning. And I haven't got back to it. I kind of got used to SharpCap because I used to do all the focusing, the polar alignment with it. Yeah, I kind of find SharpCap easier to use, but I know that fire capture, I guess once you know one of the programs, it does then become easy as well. But I always struggled a little bit with fire capture, and I used to find it was, particularly when I was using the laptop, the screen would always be small. No, it's a lot of buses going past at this time of night. It's much better when it's later. Okay, I think I'll stop that capture because that will be a waste of time. It seems they've changed the bus route, and there's a lot of buses coming through here now, which is very annoying, but they do stop later. You prefer SharpCap as well, Fred? Yeah, I'm just used to it, I guess. And it feels like it's sort of, this is a bit more simplified. Okay, let's try another one, another capture. So, Frank, when is your video coming out of your Jupiter session that you mentioned the other day? Or is it out already and I've just missed it? Just replying to my son who's in the house. I do. You can see the buses really shake it around. The cars. See, there's a car going past now. The cars do shake it a tiny bit, but not anywhere near as noticeable, and probably, nothing that will disturb it. And it's fairly short-lived. But the buses really chuck it around. Something terrible. Frame rate, Chris. So I actually usually go for quite a low frame rate because I want to keep the gain down, because I've found that if I go for high gain and a really fast, lots and lots of frames, I just get this really horrible grainy image. So maybe I'm doing something wrong, I don't know, but I try to keep the gain as low as possible, and that means that the frame rate suffers a bit. So at the moment I'm just doing 18 frames per second, but with Saturn you can at least image for several minutes, as opposed to Jupiter where you just want to be 60 seconds, 90 seconds at the most. So more high frame rate would be better, which is probably works out anyway, because when I'm doing a Jupiter, because it's brighter, it's about 35 frames per second, but with Saturn I'm around about 18, just because I just want to keep that grain down. Yeah, it does do that, and I did that the other night and I forgot to do that. I've got Saturn in here, so it's hopefully that's naming it. Yeah, Frat, that's a good point. The edge detection, I guess, will work better if the scene conditions are better, and also with the target higher. So that's probably very true. There's just a ton of variables. I can hear the police helicopter in the background flying around looking for their person of interest. The problem is that what often happens, Simon, is I start off doing imaging Saturn and I have the file names up as Saturn, and then I slew across to Jupiter, and they're still all called Saturn because I forget. That's the profile you named Saturn, top row, here, up here. You mean this area here? Oh, that's the profile for this. No, I did name. Hang on, I named them somewhere. Middle. I did put in something somewhere. Middle left. Target name. Oh, see. Here we go. Learning all sorts of things. So I've got Jupiter, Saturn, all sorts of things in here. I just pick Saturn. Nice. Oh, that's quicker. You just flicker around here. My big problem is I probably forget to flick it to Jupiter when I go to Jupiter, and it'll all be called Saturn. But that's good actually, because then at least they're named. Yeah, that's the trouble with the SCTs. I know what you mean, Frank, because that's the problem I have with this. The problem with the SCTs is that they're big and they're like, they're like sails, and any little breeze will knock them around. And then you put the dew shield on because you need the dew shield so it doesn't dew up, and that's even more of a sail, and they move around again. So that's why I'm actually quite enjoying the fact that I can get the 10-inch meat into the observatory, because at least I've got a little bit of shelter with the walls. Normally it is sitting out on the driveway. So yeah, thanks Ollie. We were just, while you were having dinner, Simon was showing me the finer points of using the autofocus for the edge detection thing, and it kind of worked, but it kind of didn't. So it gave me a bit of a U-curve, but then when I went to that position, it seemed that it was out of focus. So more things to work on, to play around with, but it's good to find all these different bits and pieces in the software packages, because they've all got good. Yeah, I think this is not bad by eye. Yeah, see, there's a little wobble there, and there was just a little wobble there, and that was a car. And it may well be on what side of the road the car's on too, because, you know, if they're on this side of the road, they're a bit closer. And the size of the car, I think, obviously, because the bus makes a big difference. Let's move that back down again. I wonder if I, let's see if I give this, let's try give me a little bit more colour. Oh, there we go. A touch more red on the image controls, just to make it look a little richer. Because you can, I don't know whether you guys can see it on there, but there's one band there, there's another band here, then there's this band, and then there is the slight colour up the top there. I'd love it. It's a shame because this is actually, as far as I know, satin is actually going to become more and more edge on. Yeah, I am close to the road, Chris, unfortunately. I had to put the observatory in the front rather than the back, because the front's flat and the back's quite slopey. Plus less sky at the back because of our house at the back is one story at the front and 2 stories at the back, the way this section slopes. So, no, shall we give it a go? I don't know. Live stack. Start stacking frames. Oh, will I be able to keep up? Do I have to capture? Let's click on that. What happens? Warning, the last frames have not been stacked. Oh, maybe not. I think it took one. Yeah. I'm not sure, it just said the last, it sort of stopped. What do we do? The last 158 frames have not been stacked because live stacking is paused. Previous live stack reshown. You can resume or clear the stack. Yeah, I'd have thought it would be for DSOs as well, like you can do in PixInsight. I usually use the PixInsight, use the Easy Processing Suite and the live stacking function there, just to see how things are progressing. It probably wouldn't be able to keep up with all those frames, stacking them, I guess, because they're coming in at the rate of 53.9 milliseconds. So, but you know, click a button, see what happens. Didn't seem to do any harm. Yeah, so we got RAW 8, RAW 16 and RAW 24. So yeah, I don't know. RGB 24, sorry. We shall turn to the master, Simon. Which is the best to use? Actually, this, I'm just going to move USB traffic down. No, that didn't really help anything. Oh, it went up a little bit. I got an extra frame per second. Is the default color space for a color image. So what was copy paste? Another bus. So if I, okay, so corner sharp cut RGB is the default color space for a color image. You mean when viewing it, or? So is it worth me trying it on RGB 24, or will it, or am I better off on RAW 16? That's great. I'm learning heaps tonight. Sometimes links don't appear in YouTube. Did you see the link? Oh, what link? Link. Chris, the mount is, no, it's actually bolted to, so the observatory floor, the observatory is about 3 by 4 meters, and under copy paste message, it's about it's 3 by 4 meters, and it's a really solid concrete pad, but it still picks up the vibration, and I actually have the mount is just straight bolted to the concrete. Okay, under my copy paste message, oh, I don't know where that is. Let's see. Do you mean? No, I don't know. I'm lost there. I'm lost where you mean. It's just a bit of a novice when it comes to live streaming, as is probably obvious. Thanks, Simon. I think you need to be a moderator to post links. I can see the link, but maybe YouTube blocked it. So do you see the link in the chat? Yeah, it is a bit of a dream setup, actually, I have to say, Chris. And the mount I've got in here is the Electron CEM 120. Oh, okay. So in the chat, well, no, I haven't seen any link appear in the chat for me. I've just saw the, I'm just seeing what you're typing, but no links. So okay, so you can see the link, but you know, we can't. So in chat, I wonder. Oh well, Ollie, that's that'll be your next purchase. A nice big monster Skywatcher mount, or Electron mount, or something else. You know, now that you're going mono. I think that's a bit of a wobble from a speeding car. What have we got here? Manage moderators, participants, toggle time sensing. I don't know if there is a moderator in here. Certainly can't be me, I'm not responsible. Okay, we'll do another capture. And hope no buses come by. Don't know if Jupiter won't be high enough yet. It's going to be like another hour off. Yeah, the CM 70 is good. It's a good mount. There's the what's it called? Is it the E version or something that's got this super guiding, but that was actually really expensive. So here it was a similar price. Yeah, the EC, nice. That looked really nice. I was looking at that, and then I was looking at the CM 120. And I ended up getting the CM 120 just because of the extra capacity, and also just because I liked the fact that it you could feed 10 amps into it all the way up to without having any cables or anything in between. But yeah, that looks like it has super nice guiding. That's CEM70 EC. I mean, I've liked my Uptron mount so far. I know there's a lot of people, complain about their mounts. I think everybody has bad experiences with mounts. I've had some people tell me, "Oh, how's the guiding on the 120?" It's good. I switched the 10-inch, so the Meade 10-inch SCT onto an OAG, and I recently imaged the Pillars of Creation, so it was sort of the core of the Eagle Nebula. And when I was doing that, most of the guiding was sort of around 0.5. The RMS error was around 0.5. Sometimes went up to sort of 0.6, and sometimes went a little bit below. And with the Skywatcher 120, if the conditions are good and there's not a whole lot of high humidity and there's not some fog about to roll in and the stars are dancing everywhere, but it will often sit around 0.38, 0.42 with the Skywatcher on it. So yeah, no, really happy with that. It'll be interesting to see. I've just got the large the ZWO OAG, the large one, and I have attached that to the setup that's going to be going back on the Skywatch when it comes back in here. So that will change. I was using the Orion 60mm guide scope, but I'll be using an OAG this time, so it'll be interesting to see. 0.2. I don't think I've ever got to 0.2. I've got to no, I did. I got to 0.28 once, but that's a rarity, that's for sure. I'm usually sitting around about somewhere in the 0.3, 0.38 to 0.42 area. But I'm not surprised that CEM 70 EC it gets you down to 0.2. Yeah, that's for sure. Because because it can drive you mad sometimes, because you come out. I particularly in the summer, it was really bad when we had humidity that was registering at 99%, and the stars were just, they honestly, they look like John Travolta on doing disco. They were just all over the place. And I think it was guiding at like an RMS of 1, which was quite disconcerting, considering that up until that time it had been guiding really well. Although strangely enough, obviously the stars must have been a little bit more bloated, but they still stayed round. So, oh yeah, oh good. Yeah, I've got the AZ GTI for. Is that the Skywatcher? That's Skywatcher AZ GTI frac that you're talking about. Yeah, I agree, Simon. I sit there and you do tend to obsess about the numbers, and then you sort of zoom in and have a look and you go, oh, stars around. Okay, I'll back off. I like to look at the target, the on PhD2, that little target that shows all little points, and if they're all aiming around the centre, they still seem to stay pretty round. It's when I've noticed that they're all off to one side that end up with stars going elongated. Possibly, yeah. Yeah, well, that's still, there's nothing wrong with that number, Ollie. Yeah, I've just got, I've got the Skywatcher AZGTI, and I really haven't given it a good run for the money yet, but I'm using that with I've got my 294, my original astronomy camera, so the 294 MC Pro, with a Samyang lens, the 135mm f2, and I do keep meaning to get out and do a bit of wide field, but Ollie has that down pat because he's got some fantastic images using the AZ GTI with the Samyang 135mm. So yeah, check out Ollie's images because his will show you what it can do. I haven't quite perfected it yet. I actually had a bit of a horror episode when I first bought that mount, and I had it on my tripod, and I just got the Samyang lens, and it was attached to the camera and everything, and I had it out on the deck, and I didn't realise that I had a little faulty thing going on with my, well, it wasn't faulty, it would have been maintenance because it was probably me that was faulty for not checking, but the little clamp that clamps the legs out was a little bit loose, and I just stepped away for a minute to plug something in, and then I just saw it rush past my face, and it hit the deck, and the leg collapsed, and it fell over, and the mount was fine, and the camera was fine, but the lens suffered a bit of damage, and I did have to do a bit of surgery on it, but in testing it, it seems to still produce a fine image when I've had a little go at the the Vela supernova remnants. That seemed to be okay, so I think it survived, but yeah, that was a bit horrific. Now I'll just check and see what. Okie doke. Just got to communicate indoors for a second. Oh, hang on a minute. Somebody's tapping on the window. Back in a second. Is it clear, Ollie? You must rush out there now. Because you can't let that go past. Waiting patiently. So if it's clear, Ollie, are you going to go and set up? I've got Jupiter is up, but it hasn't cleared the peak in the observatory roof. So where my roof rolls back is where the little peak is, and it hasn't got above that yet. So I think it'll be 10:30 before I can start looking at Jupiter again. Oh, sorry. I thought you said no cloud where you were. Okay. Got that wrong. Okay, let's just do the focus on this again. Wait for the car to go past. I think the focus is out a little bit. No, that's getting worse. Nope. Back to where I was. Let's bring the gain down a little bit more because it's just getting a bit more grainy again. It's probably too low, too high. Need to put in some numbers here. It's a bit sensitive. Nope, that's too low. Okay, 99, that's not too bad. I don't really go lower than a bit higher, 96. And do another capture. Maybe I'll do a longer one. I don't know how long you can really get away with on Saturn. In theory, I guess unless you have the hexagon pointing towards you, which we don't. I guess you can go longer. I think I've heard people talk about sort of 4 minutes for Saturn, but I'm going to try 7, see if that gets me any more detail. I don't know what to any of you guys do when you're imaging Saturn. What length? How many minutes do you guys usually do? I know I'd go a lot small. I go a lot shorter if Saturn was more on a tilt and you can actually try and pick up something to do with the hexagon. But I think there's no way in hell we'd see it like this. Well, not with this telescope anyway. Oh, you do 30 seconds of time? And then what do you do with that? Do you stack them or what do you do? Yeah, what do you do with when you're doing 30 seconds? Yep, and reduce stacks. So you only ever do 30 seconds for Saturn even. Sorry, my phone's pinging away. Okay. I'll be back. I've just got to pop into the house and say goodnight to my son. I shall be back in a second. Right, I'm back. Oh, look, everybody's still here. Okay, so let's see. Let's run through the process here. Tend to use pip after registacks, and then stack the best frames out of the video and process in pip. All right. Oh, interesting. Okay, well, that's another way of. I have to look into that process as well. So, if you do 30-second exposures, the 30-second runs, what do you do with, like, you're processing the best frames out of the 30-second run, or are you doing something with multiple 30-second runs in pip? Sorry, it's a lot of questions. I know, unfortunately, it's not very well for me. I can just ask them, but it's a lot of typing. Okay, so frac you're using auto stack it. Okay, use rejects to stack. Right, gotcha. And yeah, and Simon, are you stacking multiple 30-second runs? Oh well, I just did 7 minutes. I'll be interested to see how that turns out. It's only 15 frames per second. It did 6,322 frames. And usually, actually, what I do is I stack. Okay, so I think it stacks the best images from your video file. Yeah. Okay, so you're doing it with the 2600. Cool, because I have used the right. So you're doing it like DSO imaging. Nice. I actually used my ASI 1600 has actually given me my best image of Jupiter, I personally think. So that's interesting to do it that way. Maybe that's something to try once I put the 2600 back on. And what scope are you doing that through? Are you doing that through Simon? Are you doing that through the Esprit or another or a big a longer focal length telescope? Sorry, more questions. Yep. Edge 9.25. Okay. I think that's what you've got, isn't it, Ollie? An Edge 9.25, 9.25. It's the joys of collimation. I'm just going to have a look at. I thought that this would be. Where am I? Let's go to here. I thought that the collimation would be out on my Mead since I've been dragging it around. More buses. But it wasn't when I checked it. Oh, oh, that's right, not the edge. I forgot about that. Yep. We're at height. Where are we at with the? You see, Jupiter is still very low. 21 degrees. Way too low. Yeah, imaging with SCTs is certainly a different beast. I started that way, which was probably a mistake. It was probably the more frustrating way to start. Trying to deal with long focal lengths and trying to sort out guiding and things like that. Well, at least, Ollie, you get all those. You get the pain of joining all these clubs all at once. The SCT club, the mono club. You know, get it all over and done with in one hit. So I'm definitely not going to go as late as I have the last couple of nights, because after 3 nights of doing this, last night wasn't as late as the first night, which was 2 AM. But I won't go as late this time because I'm going to have to need some sleep at some stage. I'll check out the focusing here again, see if I can improve it a bit. I mean, this might be as good as it gets. Improvement, that's worse. Nope, that's worse. Oh, we have that car to go. Yes, I think Chris and I are outnumbered. There's more Aussies in the house, so to speak, tonight. What's my number there? 27. I'll take a photograph of that to remind myself of where to come back to, because I might just try that focusing thing again. There I focus. Yeah, you're a hybrid, Ollie. Okay, let's try this focusing again just for fun. Go in. So, tools, focus assistant, edge. Okay, let's try this again. So we're going to go I'm going to go in. Let's get ourselves well out of focus here. And now reset. And let me just check my options here. Steps 12. Hopefully that'll be enough. And I tell you what, we'll do a smaller step size of 500, see if that makes any difference. And maybe we'll do 15 just because I'm changing that. And let's go scan out. See what happens. See if it comes back to the... Yeah, no, see it goes back to that 26460. Which is actually... Oh, that one dropped down. Okay, that's be interesting. Oh. That's not really a curve, is it? I seem to have a bit more of a snake this time. Maybe I'm too far out. Okay, let's go again. Reset. Let's go again. Let's try going out. Yeah, I brought my step size down to 500 this time. See if that makes a difference. But let's see, it shows it going up. Now, I photographed where it looked to be visually in focus. And that was... Oh, that's interesting. It dropped down. It dropped down again. What was the number? Let's have a look. Oh, it's still going. Two 72595 was where I was on the focus. Ah, so Ollie, the is it still going? I thought this was stopped by now. Oh, I'm 14 or 15. Let me get rid of my face again. Hang on. So, so there's where my focusing control is down here, but the autofocus is up here, tools, focus assistant, contrast, edge detection, and then you get a box which you draw around your object, which I just move that back into place. And then you're supposed to get a bit of a U curve. Now, when I was visually looking at it, it reckoned that my focus point should look like it was 272595, which is, well, that's 2725. So 595 would be around about here. It has that as the lowest point, but it's not really a curve, it's a downward trend, so I don't know. So if I hit that, do I double click it? You said about it would go in automatically. I think, Simon, you said something about, do I choose a point? Target position, okay. Yeah, it looks like a cool tool. I'm just not sure how to use it. I mean, Simon showed me how to use it. I'm just not sure that I'm using it correctly. It should move to the best focus by itself. Oh, okay. It stopped here. So once it's found it, it should move by itself. It seems to have just stopped. So unless, oh no, I don't have reset. So target position, oh, past and return, move focuser, so 272098, past and return. Ah, that's for backlash. This is not supposed to have backlash. Try and make the box around Saturn a little smaller. Okie doke. Let's just go back to here. So that will send it back. Now let's get this box. What about, I got an idea, what about if I make my area a bit bigger and, oh, no, that didn't like that at all. Okay, hang on, whoa, heck. Okay, ooh, did something wrong there. Let's just turn this off for a second. Yeah, that was unpleasant. Can I do it with something this size? So let's try this, say something like this, and I can make a smaller box. Focus assistant, contrast edge, I'll move this up here like this, bring that in like that, and that in like that. Maybe that will work. Maybe. And I'm just going to go, I'm going to go in a bit because that in theory is not where focus would be. So we'll say we'll stop, we'll go on one more, hit reset, and then we will go out. Right, let's see what happens now. Okay, that's going down. It's going back up again. 276. It's coming down again. Yeah, it would be great if it worked. Yeah. See, interestingly, when I get back up, now what was that number? Okay, I never made it back to my focus, to the focus point that I had before. So, I know it's still going, still going. Oh, hands off, still going. Focus complete. Yeah. It's a work in progress. I'll have to look at, maybe have a look at some tutorials and see, because I'm sure you think it would, it should work. It's telling me to go back. Oh no, it's curve. It's not really a U, is it? So I must be doing something wrong. So best score, it says, is it 273968? Huh? Best score at 273968, 273811. 4.1 273. Oh. Yeah, you're right. Gotta love Nina. Gotta go back. Oh, good. I might have a. See, this is what I mean. Apparently, there's a cup of tea coming, which will be nice. So, I'm very lucky. Yes, please. Okay, I think I shall go back to doing it visually. Yeah, the theory does sound good. That focus doesn't look too bad actually. Sometimes it's easy to judge the focus when it's smaller too. Oh, that's too big. Let's come back. Come back to there. Okay, let's try and running some focus now. Oh, is there a contrast edge detection in Nina? Didn't know that. Okay, let's wander in and out of focus. So that's 274598. 273598. Well, that is an improvement. I think. Yeah, it's definitely getting worse. Well, the number it suggested might have been right, roughly. 273598. Although it wasn't a curve. It didn't give me a curve, but it just said that what number it thought was it had the best for some reason. I'm going to come out a little bit just to see whether it's getting better or worse. So much easier when you, well, the Cassini gap's quite. I don't know. It's tricky. It is much nicer when you can use Nina and tell it to deal with stars. You just hands off and let it do its thing. Might help if I use my glasses maybe too. Alright, let's do another capture. And we'll just do a long one again. Just checked options on autofocus and choose contrast edge. So you think that's for planetary type thing again? It wouldn't be for stars and stuff, would it? See, this is a great thing about doing these live streams. I might just keep doing these so I can learn stuff from people when they pop in and tell me things. Because I've learnt quite a few things about SharpCat from Simon. Thank you very much. It's great. Right, yeah, and I've never tried planetary. Have you tried, Simon? Have you tried using Nina for planetary and lunar at all? I mean, it sounds like you're using SharpCat, but I wondered if you had a go at it at all. That it reminded me, Ollie, about whether televiews can had anything from First Light Optics as to whether they've shipped the teleview thing yet. No, you haven't tried Nina. Damn bus, go away bus. Ruin my capture. Yeah, there's always fantastic stuff being added as plugins by very smart people, smarter than me, that's for sure. Hello Luke, who by the sound of things is in Perth as well. where Simon tells us the skies are clear. So when does it get dark for you guys in Perth at the moment? What time would you start imaging over there? Oh, you're not in Perth at the moment. Okay. About 6:30. Oh yeah, that's not. That's okay. we're a little bit later now. Here I think. So now I've got this little setting on my watch that can tell me when astronomical night time is. So we are in nautical twilight at 6:25 and astronomical twilight is at 7:15 and night time is at 7:30, so probably sometime after 7 for us. Yeah, I saw the moon was up just a little slither when I came out here to first start imaging, so it's set for you guys at 8:20. That is the one thing I love summer and I like the warm weather, but the not being able to start to image until like 10:15 at night is not so good, especially on weeknights. Because at least in winter, if you start, if you can start like 6:30 or even like 6:15 in the middle of winter, you can go till about 10 or 11 o'clock and you got a few hours. Still not as bad as some of the guys in England who in summer don't get any astronomical night time. And there's a guy, a YouTube channel I watch. What's he go under? Northern Exposure? No, what is it? Let's have a look under here, because he has to stop because he gets no night time because he's up in Swedish Lapland. And let's just have a look. I've forgotten who he is. Let's have a look. Run down the ton of people that I end up following. Where is he? Northern Panorama. This one. These are cool. These because it is often imaging when this is a great channel actually. He's often imaging and like out in the freezing cold, like it's like -30, and it sort of starts imaging like 2:30 in the afternoon, and then he'll be sitting there and he's imaging and the aurora's going off. It's quite a spectacle. But I know that the last videos were a while ago because it was 6 months ago, so he should be starting to be able to start up again soon. Should be cool. Yeah, it's a great channel, and you got to be dedicated to head out there. I remember I saw one video, I think he said it was down at like -40 or something, and even he was saying it was getting cold, but then he was out another night and it was like -25 and he thought it was quite, it was quite pleasant. So yeah, I know we complain at 10 degrees, 5 degrees or whatever, and he's saying it's actually quite pleasant at -20. So I'm just going to stick my head out and see whether Jupiter is available yet. I might leave Jupiter just a little bit longer because I know last time I went out it was when I started imaging, when it was available just above the roof of the observatory, it was a shimmering mess. So but I might head over there in about, I'll give it another maybe 15 minutes. I don't want to go too late tonight. 15 degrees, yeah, I know. We get, Nick, hi there Nick, you're back. I don't know what temperature it is here. It's not actually that cold. I'm a little bit overdressed, to be honest with you, for the conditions. It's 11 degrees, so it's actually quite good. But anyway, an ornate, are you talking to me? An ornate candle stand. Yes it is. Yes it is actually. Well spotted. There it is there. It's here. This is, it's I think it's made of calorie, and I bought it years ago, and normally you would set a pot plant on top of it, but I bring it out here because I put the stand that holds my iPhone for when I'm doing videos on it, because it's actually quite a nice height and I don't have to get a tripod out, because the stand that holds the camera and has a light on it, everything is only about sort of yo tall. So it's come into its use again. It's otherwise been sitting in the garage for years unused. So it's yeah, pot plant stand really, or for giant candles, I suppose. Yeah, it's looking good. Saturn's looking good. I think Jupiter will be a mess for a little bit. Yeah, it's not what you'd call a portable iPhone stand though. Exactly, but it's good in the observatory because I can just move it around and then just stick the camera basically set up on top, and it's just a good height. So it can live out here in the observatory now. The curtain. Love your curtain in your video. Curtain. I've got a blind. The window here is a blind. Or are we talking Ollie's curtains? Ollie's curtains, I presume. Yeah, I don't have curtains. Hey, we all got to do what we got to do. And if a sheet works, why not? Yeah, I'm dodging that Morris. He looks really dodgy, that guy. I'm keeping away from him. Okay, stop that one. It's another bus. They must be coming to the end shortly. God. One thing about lockdowns, never had any, I didn't have any buses going down the road. That was the positive side of lockdowns. Okay, let's try that again. Yes, I did post. I actually posted an image on under my community page of Saturn from last night, although I did a slightly more improved one after that, and that went up on Instagram. Oh, Simon, you'll have to look at Ollie's video about getting his mono license, and there you will come across Morris. Ollie knows him very well. I don't know, I think they're related actually. They could be related. Like a lost twin or something. Yeah, I know, it gets crazy when a bus goes past. Funny thing is, I didn't notice when I was imaging long exposures. I didn't notice it doing, causing, because I guess wider field, maybe it wasn't affecting it so much. Maybe the stars are getting a little bit bigger. But I didn't notice that every time a bus went past I had to throw away an exposure. "200 metres away." Well, that's handy. Interestingly enough, even down the back of our section, all the way down the driveway, when I had if I was doing imaging with this telescope on the CM60, and I was right down the other end of the property on the driveway, and it's a big long driveway, it still shook a bit with a bus going past up on the road. So well, yeah. The thing is, you can't take it all too seriously at times. You've got to have a bit of fun with it, a bit of silliness. Otherwise, it can get a bit dry. I don't know. Did you check out Ollie's ASIA cardboard video? That was a good one. You still got that ASIA cardboard, Ollie, or did it disintegrate in the open air? After this capture, I might whiz over to Jupiter, see if I can find it. Yeah, so Luke, what's your what is your flat as a pancake? What is your focal length with your Newtonian? What's that? Can I hear another bus coming? Hopefully it's a plane, not a bus. That's a plane. That's better. Unless it flies right through Jupiter. Okay, how much longer to go on this one? Just under 2 minutes. And then head over to Jupiter. Jupiter will be pretty wobbly though, so don't expect too much. Let's just go back to Telescopius. Cosplay. Let's see, where are we? Oh, yay, cup of tea has arrived. Excuse me, gonna get my cup of tea. Oh, sorry.
Alright.
I couldn't see it.
No, I know.
No.
You see it now? It's weak and dripping.
Okay. Yes, I can see it.
What?
Thank you. Cool. Thanks.
Okay.
Bye. Good night. I won't be too much. Yeah, I will. There's some dodgy people around. Sorry, Ollie. She only brought me one ginger nut, and that's mine. Oh, let's so 1,000 millimeters. Yeah, or I don't know, with a so the Newtonian would be reasonably fast. So you could. I'm not sure what all the rules are. I think Ollie's sorted out the rules for the scope and what you should and shouldn't use for a focal reducer. For a Barlow, but you put a Barlow on that, you probably do all right still. Okay, I'm going to go look for this channel. So Simon, you've got a channel. You have a channel? Oh, he's going to set up. He's going up to set up. So what's the channel name that you found, Frack? Let me just shrink this up a bit. I'm sure it'll be. Alright. Yeah. I have 3 times Barlow coming, yep. Oh, that'll be a good phone. That'll be good. 666. That'll be. See, I'm only at about 5,000 now. I think the 4 times is just going to be too much, to be honest, for me. I'll try it at some stage, but not now. I wasn't sure if he had a channel necessarily, because he said he imagined us getting dressed up and doing videos, but if you find it, let us know. because I think he's gone to set up. Alright, we'll try and go over to Jupiter if I can find it. Oh, okay. What's it? What is it go by? Frank, what's the name of the channel? New window. Go to YouTube. Oh God, there's this guy Logan's Astrophotography. He's not doing another live stream. Good grief. Make you a moderator for a bit. Okay. How do I do that? So I do manage moderators. Okay, hang on a minute. Manage moderators. I guess that's where you do it. Is that where I do it? So I can post this link. Oh, so Simon, do you have a channel or you don't have a channel? And if you don't have a channel, frack whoever you just joined. Okay, no. So who did you find, Simon? Ah, frack. You must have found somebody else. Yeah, well, so was my face, but that didn't stop me. This is interesting. Here we are, we're trying to track down Simon through YouTube. While you're tracking down and deciding if you found the right Simon, I'm going to try and find Jupiter. Okay, off we go. Fingers crossed we go past it and it appears. Yes, it made it. Bang on. But wobbly as. Oh, get out of the way. Right. Okay, so you have a drug channel, Simon. Right, so that was successful. That made it to Jupiter. It's got a bit of a wobble on. So that's Io, and that over there. Yeah, I reckon do some videos, some sharp cap ones on focusing and stuff, and all the extra little bits and pieces that we don't know about. would be a good start. Which, okay, let's just move this up a bit. So that's Ganymede up there, and that is Io over there. But it's super wobbly. No, I don't know if I'm winning there. It's getting worse. Yeah, maybe we should just flood Simon with subs, and then he'll be forced to actually then he'll be forced to start doing some videos. Oh yes, he's Grandalf is probably going to come back at some stage. Oh, well, there's Jupiter. It's a little bit... Well, it's Jupiter. I don't know what else is up. Yeah, I'm waiting for Frank's Jupiter video. All right. Shrink this up a little bit. It's quite wobbly, Jupiter. Quite wobbly. And no red spot. Yeah, with a go. It is quite low. So I got short-term memory loss. What were you, Chris? Are you imaging tonight? I'm going to search up. Oh, that's right, the Dark Tower. Forgot about that. So stupid me. See, short-term memory loss. More buses. Go away, bus. Oh, nice. So the Dark Tower, the Dark Tower, the Dark Tower. Hang on. Where is that? Ah, that's quite cool. . That is very cool. NGC 6231. Okay. NGC, let's bring up I've got stellarium on here somewhere. Yeah. NGC 6231. Let's bring that up. Oh, what happened to stellarium? Where did it go? There we go. Six two three one. Okay. Oh no! Come on, stellarium. What's the matter? Why is it not? Oh, there we go. That took a while. Okay. NGC 6231. Oh, there we go. Go. Ah. Okay, this is something for the list. Oh, okay. So it's right next to the prawn. So it's in. Is it in here and it makes us on the right place? Near the prawn. Okay. So is this, would that be right? That's where it sent me. False Comet Nebula. Oh, that says Northern Jewel Box Cluster. Is it in that cluster? Or am I slightly wrong place here? Because I've got the prawn over here, and then the Northern Jewel Box Cluster. Okay. Oh, I'm struggling with using up too much power. Okay, that was too much power for it. I'm frozen. Hopefully we'll get the I'm frozen up. I'm starting to move again. Come on, catch up. Come on. I can do it. Once I get those shut down, it'll catch up. Yeah, I think it usually catches up. No, I got stuck. Whoa, that's got bright suddenly. Am I moving again? No, I'm going to have to shut down a bit. I am stuck. Damn. Thought it might have eased up a bit. Come on, you can clear. Too much. No, it's stuck. I'm going to have to end this.